I mean, everyone has things that they like, and I don't really think that people judge me because of it. And then like at that point, I don't think I really care about their opinion. I mean, I think that's sort of like a middle school thing, you know? Back then I used to sort of hide it. You know, you're like 11 years old and everyone makes fun of everything that other people do, then it's sort of like an insecurity thing, but now I'm sort of like I know what I'm good at, I know what I like. People have things that they're good at, they have things that they like. I'm not going to judge them, they're not going to judge me.
Did I play Ford? I finished Ford by accident.
Yeah, you didn't play any Trainer's Mail.
Oh, Trainer's Mail, that's what it was.
Remember that time that I built that really bad deck?
That's just funny to me.
I'm Sam Hough, I'm a junior at Grant, and I play competitive Pokemon. I first started when my brother found out there was like organized play, and so he went to this old place called Loki's Games. He thought it was really cool, and like the next week there was going to be like a regional championship, which is like a big event. So we went down to Salem and played in the regional championship, and that was the first time I ever played. It's a game of skill with like luck influence. And so both players are trying to get to like one of the 3 win conditions, which is either have your opponent not be able to draw a card at the start of their turn, or for you to take all 6 of your prize cards, and then also knocking out your last opponent's Pokemon in play. And you want to be able to attack with your Pokemon and use like the most valuable attack to get to a win condition.
So, for rounds, juniors, seniors, you guys are playing together. You guys all have 3 rounds today. Oh, by the way, so this is a standard tournament. We're doing 50-minute rounds, best of 3 games. Best of 3 is not best of 1. What? Everyone.
Oh.
Everything first.
When I got in like 2011 to actually start playing competitively, it sort of was like a long journey up where it was just like getting better and better and talking to better players.
Prevent damage from basics, right? Yeah. And then you can't use it next turn. Yep.
I'd go to like Utah, Philadelphia, Anaheim, Seattle, Vancouver, British Columbia, like all these different places to go to events. Like the difference between any event and like the World Championships is just so much. Like going there and meeting people from like Latin America, Japan, like Europe, and like sitting down from your opponent, like they don't even speak English. It's just like, it's crazy, especially when you're like 11 years old. It still felt like such an accomplishment to even like be there. It definitely gave me like a lot of confidence, especially like around the other players. It did sort of like open some doors. I think it definitely was something that I realized when I first started, because the tournament organizers in Oregon were just like so welcoming and so nice to newer players, and they sort of like introduce you to the other people that you should know.
Yeah, I've known Sam for a long time. I don't even remember when we first met. He's been playing since he was a little kid. I was a slightly older little kid playing as well. That's always cool. You know, Oregon for a long time historically like hasn't done super well at the very large tournaments. And then in 2015 we had a player win, and then last year we had Sam get top 4. So it's like Oregon has gone from like a pretty weak area to like a very strong area like in relatively recent years. So it's cool to see players you know for a long time do well at large tournaments.
You can like go and like talk to people, and they'll be like very open to be like, oh hey, like I've heard about you, or like you seem really cool, like do you want to play with us or something. And that's really great. You just keep growing and growing, meeting new people. It's really cool. When I go to college, I'll definitely make appearances at events. I don't think I'll have time to play super competitively, but I will check in with friends, and I'll always keep in touch with them. Over time, I've sort of like gotten like better and better and been like more confident in my ability. Like I'm no longer nervous at events. It's important for me to win the game, but it's not the end of the world if I lose. It's just kind of funny to like think like, oh, a few years ago I was playing like a theme deck and I didn't know anyone, and now like I know like all of the good players, like I'm really good friends with them. I know people from around the world, and that's just like really cool. And it's just like lifelong friends that I'll always have forever.